I think you still have a turn you have to lose anyway.
No clue on the ferry yet.
Christian today was the 30th. Alright, guys. It's time for another flight. Won't be too long. I don't know the exact distance. We'll pull out. I haven't put it in sim brief yet, but I just got it picked out which flight so far. Okay. Oh. Okay. Anyway. Okay. I noticed on the last live stream I did, I had a problem with a black screen when I went to the screen, the screen share view, whatever. Let me wait for this thing to switch over and I'll see what I'm working with. I might have to fix it. Yeah, see, I got black screen again. Okay, let me go into here. Website. Why are we having problems there? Okay, it's showing flight radar 24. Capture method. Automatic. Is it something maybe flight radar is blocking it? I don't know. I'm just curious. What happens if I go to the FAA? I'm going to need this so I can know the ICAO code for the airline. See what we're working with here. I don't get it. I'm not sure why I'm getting a black screen here on this. Let's try Windows 10.
Oh, it's busy, fucking busy. Corporate was there. There's a fucking nightmare, dude. A nightmare.
I know I dropped that. Yeah, it's a nightmare.
Okay, let's stop.
I give you a hand.
Okay. But don't smother me when I'm not ready for it. Alright. Okay. I don't know why we have a black screen here. Manic, what happened? Okay, it looked like it might be. Okay, so it's showing that. Interesting. Okay. I'm getting the impression that it's just flight radar blocking it. Alright, so I need to figure out Donghai Airlines, which I've never heard of, but we'll have to look them up. Okay, EPA is their ICAO code. Donghai Air is their telephony. So EPA. I'm in a sim brief. Wait a minute. It actually I'm looking at the live stream and it actually showed the flight radar view for a second there. Let me give, all right, let's see, Google, okay, yeah, it's on the SimBrief site. Now let's switch over to flight radar and see what it shows. Yeah, there's some little nitnoid shit going on LBS that I noticed that I have to deal with every time, like the webcam view, the webcam only view. And it always shows black screen, and then I have to disable it and re-enable it right away yeah, see? Flight radar showing up on there, so kind of interesting. Okay, EPA 6242. Okay, ZYTL. And LYG is the IATA code for that one, which is ZSLG ICAO. B38 Mike. Okay, again, I'm not a fan of the Airbus aircraft. My good buddy David, who's supposed to be kind of helping, kind of my compadre for this channel. We just finished talking a few minutes ago, and he has more proficiency with Airbus. So when he and I are able to fly together, I'll probably go ahead and do an Airbus flight and get some more practice in with him, kind of there to kind of help walk me through any issues I might have. But all right, this is what we're gonna do here. It's only 368 nautical miles. That's it'll take barely an hour. Okay, Dalian is up here off this peninsula here. And we're going to come back down in the general direction of Shanghai. So here's Shanghai right here. Shandong province, I guess, or Shangshu province, whatever. Whatever. Alright, that's what we're dealing with. I mean, any idea what this airfield's like? We'll figure it out. I never know what you're going to get when you do random shit like this. So, I learned something new. I found out on the last flight that Dalian, which I'd never even heard of before, actually has 7.5 million residents. All right, let's generate the flight and pre-file it on same tensions. All right, see what we're working with. Look like we're going to use flight level 340. Donghai Airlines. Okay, we don't have to waste too much time here. We'll go ahead and go into the sim now. I thought he already was in there. Why is that showing up now as he just accepted it? That's my buddy David. Concorde, free upgrade available in the marketplace. Okay. So I'll work on that later. Let's go to livery. My backup's going to be the Shanghai Airlines livery that I was already using before. If I don't have Donghai, which I bet I don't. But you never know. So let's go ahead and take a look. Yeah, no, I don't see it there. The only D in there at all is Delta. So, we will stick with Shanghai Airlines to deal with for now. Okay, ZYTL. Not the biggest airfield in the world. I can't believe. What's this? Oh, that's an airbase. Are there any others? So how does this city with 7.5 million people in it only have this for an airfield? One runway, that's it. And that's all you get for parking too. I find that very hard to believe. Okay, I think this gate here might have been where I was parked when I landed on the last flight. Go ahead and plug that one in. Okay, we'll get past the ready to fly part, and once I get in the cockpit, then I'll go ahead and get the goggles fired up. Okay, yeah, this is what we're gonna work with. Good, about 30 seconds for the Say Intentions traffic injection to do its job. While it's doing that, we will get fired up here on the goggles. Okay, goggles just came up. Select my profile on there. Firing up virtual desktop. All right, we are connected. Going to VR mode.
Dalian Control, Switch 13318, flight level 230.
Switch 13318, radar contact.
Okay, at least I'm not using an airline that I can't even pronounce this time. I can a little more easily pronounce Donghai than Shang, whatever the hell it was. Don't ask me. I was lost there. No, I need a line first. Okay. Alright, we're all set up there. Let's get... let me see if the Say Intentions app will work on here now, because it's... Last time I went in here and then went back out, yeah, see, it does that. I don't know why. T.tab name. I'll have to double check if I have it installed correctly. I don't know why it does that. It shows up fine, but then it disappears, so I have to use the... Do I need to toggle the toolbar on? Yeah. Yeah, 121.85 looks like. Donghai Air 6242. Okay, that's clearance. Get that set to the ramp channel, so when I'm ready to push back and taxi, I'm ready. Okay, get APU started. Come on. Aux pumps fired up, pitot heat on. Emergency exit lights. Seatbelt lights to auto. Battery switch. Come on. There we go. Okay, those are aligned. Alright, I think we have a winner. We'll go ahead and get those ready. Okay, I'll just plan tentatively for 250 knots. And the rest will wait till we get our clearance. Alright, nice. So Shusi Brown, or I'll just say clearance. Before I do that though, let's go ahead and get that. Clearance, Donghai Air 6242, request IFR.
I am working on that clearance. Stand by.
Don't ask me to pronounce the name of that airport. I don't know. I'll just say ZSLG.
Donghai Air 6242. Clear to Lianyungang via the Copy 19er Delta departure. Then as filed. Runway 28. Initial climb to 7,000. Departure on 123.85. Squawk 5642.
Come on. Okay. Cleared via car 19 Delta, then it's filed. Runway 28 use. Climb 7,000. Departure 123.85. Squawk 5642. Dalian, Donghai Air 6242.
Donghai Air 6242. Read back correct. Contact ground on 121.65 when ready.
121.65, Donghai Air 6242. Okay, let's... we are already set up for runway 28. Okay, now we gotta... Initial reference. 136.6 for our 0 fuel weight. Reserves are already factored in, so I don't need to put that in. I think it was 34 for the cost. Yeah, 34 cost index. Okay, flight level 340 is what we're planning on. Cruise winds 298 at 78, so a little on the windier side today. Well, not that bad, but windier than I saw last time, I think. Well, no, we actually had some 80 plus knot winds last time. Okay, let's go to the performance page. Populate from last flights. And be able to calculate just like that. Okay, we're going to use a DTO2 takeoff thrust setting. Flaps will be at 5. Okay, basic VR speed is 144, same as V1. 154 for V2. Alright, we can use 148, 50, and 157 actual. So 150 will be our actual rotate speed. Okay, let's look at CG 30. Alright, takeoff trim will be 5%. Where'd it go? Guess I'll just use the indicator. A little too far there. I might have to use that Alt T to pull it up. I'm still not seeing it. Interesting. Usually there's a couple of indicators down here on my VR display. I don't see it now, so. Okay. Alright, don't care about any of that. Alright, I think we're set. Okay, so I want to review this. Yeah. There's a good number of Hey, where'd you? Well, come on, why are you taking me all the way down there, shithead? All right, good number of airplanes parked here on the ramp. We're going to take a. All right, 121 zips 5. Any live, probably not any live players in the area, probably all static, yep. Got one airborne, looked like, just took off. Got some other AIs in the air over there, but no live players, which I'm not surprised by. Like, who the hell flies in this area? Me, that's who. Alright, let's get that up there. Okay, I think we are mostly ready for pushback and startup. Oh. You know, it helps when I have the microphone close by so it doesn't sound all shitty for you guys. Okay, let's get APU bleed open. Ground, Donghai Air 6242, request pushback and startup.
Donghai Air 6242, push and start approved. Face northeast.
Push and start approved, face northeast, Donghai Air 6242. Alrighty, now let me get my heading set up. 283. I think I need to turn off that thing, that pop-up help. I generally don't really need it. Come on, quit going back to 282, you shit. Alright, let's turn up COM 2 to 100% and we'll switch the microphone over to it. Ramp, flight deck, request, pushback. Is the tug actually going to move this time? It's been hit and miss lately. Oh, now I have these indicators.
Bypass pin inserted. Just let me know when you're ready to start the pushback.
Okay, I guess it's not visually moving again. Parking brake release, ready for pushback.
Release parking brake. Pushback starting off block time 1 p.m.
Alright, we'll get... you know, it's funny because the tug, I can see the aircraft moving like it's hooked up, but...
Ground flight deck clear for engine start sequence.
Copy, clear engine start. So we got nothing over here in the gates and all these little piss ants over here in the way. What is up with that? That's just weird. Are they gonna push me right through these guys? I'm actually curious. Okay, looks like we do have some fuel. Why don't we have fuel in the center tank? It's not that long a flight. Like, not even. It shouldn't even be an hour flight. It shouldn't even be enough to need tank any fuel in the center tanks. Strange. Yeah, I think we're gonna go right through this guy. Huh. Okay, looks like we don't have exactly the greatest visibility at the moment. ZYTL. What exactly am I dealing with? Because it looks a little bit on the foggy side. Yeah, marginal VFR, elevation 107. Go ahead and calibrate the altimeter. Info whiskey. Yeah, runway 28 news, winds 310 at, let's say 5 or 8. I think 8. Visibility 3, just barely enough to be visual conditions, VFR conditions. Sky condition clear, temp 20, dew point 8, QNH 1010. So, in other words, what you're telling me is you got smog here. We got clear skies, but barely 3-mile visibility. It's not very good. And I got some student pilot training in real world, and I've actually flown in 3-mile visibility. Why am I? Oh. Why do I not? I'm not getting my engines up. Oh. I thought I had those
Ground to
up.
flight deck, pushback complete. Please ensure parking brakes are set. Standing by for confirmation of good engine start and report when ready for disconnect.
Yeah, I could have sworn I had the engine ignition switches on. City of 7.5 million people, you'd think this would be a bigger airport and much busier too. Just doesn't seem like there's much of anything going on here though. Alright, rotation on number 2. Motoring. Do I got anything else I need to? I think we're set on. Pretty sure I got everything set up how I want it. It's just once I'm gonna wait for the number 2 engine to come up online, and we'll switch the engine to where the generator's on, shut off the APU and all that. Okay, still motoring. Then we'll have to set the flaps. The 5. Alright, we got ignition. Fuel flow. Oil pressure on the rise. Oil temp on the rise. $22,000 pounds of fuel. I don't know why I need that much fuel for such a short flight. This thing only burns about 4,500 pounds per hour at altitude, so. Okay, engine start complete. Parking brake set, engine start complete. You're ready to disconnect.
Alright, we're disconnecting now. Stand by.
Alright, shut off the APU generator, shut off APU. Close that valve, we'll get the patch to auto.
Ground to flight deck bypass pin removed. We've disconnected and crew is clear. You're good to go. See you soon.
Copy, equipment clear, thanks, have a good day. Ground, Donghai 6242 is ready to taxi.
Donghai Air 6242, Dalian ground, runway 28, taxi via Bravo.
Runway 28 via Bravo 6242. That's Alpha though, isn't it? Bravo's that second to last one over there. Okay. That little pissant coming this way. Yeah, lined up over here, and then I'll take another look. I think he's coming this way.
0740 ready to taxi.
0740, runway 28, taxi via Alpha, Bravo.
Runway 28 taxi via Alpha Bravo 0740.
Somebody else is ready to is taxiing now. Get zoomed in. Okay, so we're gonna turn right about where those last couple of airplanes are parked, it looks like. That should be that second intersection there. Alright, I see a pissant fly, sitting over there. I have no idea what airline it is. Alright, should be this next turn right here, I think.
Donghai Air 6242, contact tower on 118.25, so long.
11825, Donghai 6242. Oh, I think I turned one. I turned one taxiway too early, I think.
Approaching runway 28.
Tower, Donghai Air 6242, hold short of runway 28, ready for takeoff.
Donghai Air 6242. Dalian Tower, runway 28, winds 320 at 8, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 6242. Yeah, I gotta look like he's still slowly taxiing over here. Hopefully this turning one taxiway too early won't make a big difference. Short flight, I can imagine I should be okay. Even when I plan to take off at a higher speed. Alright, 283 is my heading I want. 280, there we go. Who else was taxiing? I heard somebody wanted to taxi. That guy was already taxiing. Alright. Yeah, this thing's climbing fast. I think I got my trim set wrong, I think. I don't want to climb that quickly. Get a chance to get the
Donghai Air
airspeed.
6242, contact departure.
Switch to departure, Donghai Air 6242. Departure, Donghai Air with you, 1400, climbing 7000.
Donghai Air 6242. Ho hot departure. Radar contact. Climb via the SID to flight level 217.
Line class SID 217 6242. A weird flight level. They're built by meters, that's why. Sure. Okay. Alright. Is that another airplane right there? Sure is. I don't see him, but it's over here somewhere. $2,300 feet higher than me. I don't see him. Okay, flaps are confirmed retracted. I never even set my auto brake to RTO. Oh well. There's some other stuff I didn't bother with. Sue me. Okay, we got a little bit of a balance between left and right wing. If I even need to, that was not much. It's within limit. But it could cause the aircraft to have a little bit of a right main bias, perhaps. Eight there. Okay, let me get the departure procedure pulled up. 28. What was it? R19. Okay. 19 Delta. Okay, shoot it all. I was supposed to be no faster than 230, I guess. Oops. Well, too late. Okay, it should be at 8860 or higher by the time we cross TL 406. Looks like it might be just a tad, a little bit short by the time we get there, but I don't know. Won't be far off. Yeah, we're within 500 feet now. Yeah, I wasn't far off. I mean, we're a few hundred feet short, but close enough.
Tree contact Dalian control on 122.15.
Over to Dalian control on 122.15, E62 tree.
Okay, max of 250 knots at TL 112. We are 3 miles out from it. So regardless of altitude, we don't want to go above that. Yeah, we're already over 10,000 feet, so. Interesting. All this haze goes like it's just right here over this island. Or peninsula, whatever you want to call it. We're at TL 408, it'd be at least 12,800 or higher at that location. Less than 1,000 feet to go, yeah. We'll be okay, we're about a minute out. And we're climbing 2,000 per minute, so yeah, we'll be fine. Ekuli, 21,660 or higher. Okay, yeah, car beat transitions is what we're using. Okay, we're already past that one, so we can go ahead and climb the accelerate to 280. Bring that down a little bit so we can get up to that speed a little quicker. Once we get up to about 280, we'll take it back up to 2,000 for as long as we can. Progress. Alright, we don't have a distance to ZSLG, so it's going to be kind of a short flight, so I'm going to go ahead and ZSLG. Alright, what do we recommend? Okay, we got 280 knots. We can get up a couple more hundred. Monitoring the inline, I want to keep that within that 90.3 limit. It is none, huh?
Donghai Air 6242. Contact Dalian Control on 122.15.
122.15 for 6242. Dalian Control. Donghai 6242 with you. 17,000, climbing flight level 217.
Donghai Air 6242. Dalian Control identified. Good afternoon, climb flight level 340.
Climb flight level 340, 6242. Okay, that's someone right in front of us. About 5,000 feet low. And looks like we might be gaining on them, I don't know. They're only about 3 miles out. Yeah, we're gaining on them. Looks like they might be climbing a little bit faster than us. Yeah, and they are climbing, yeah, they're climbing at a faster rate than us. Okay, looks like you went down lower now. Pretty close by. Alright, disappeared. Making our next turn. DSLG. Yeah, that's it. That's really. Man, I got no weather to work with at all there. That's interesting. Okay, we're still a tad low on our altitude.
Dalian Control 5881, flight level 300.
Let's get past Kirby. One's staying okay, but it's not holding right at 280 knots. Alright, what are we working with here? Maybe we'll get, I don't know. Maybe we'll end up with this runway 21. I'll have to wait till we're... Yeah, wait till Sea Intentions gives me an instruction there. Or a plan, whatever. Okay, time to start bringing that vertical speed down a little bit. There are islands here. Definitely not going to be a long flight. I always see these islands like this and wonder how many of them are inhabited at all, or whatever. Or I should say, are they even inhabitable? I would think so. What is this? Oh, I'm curious what that is there. Island or a ship or something? I can't tell. I think it's too big to be a ship. Already making another turn. Okay, looks like it's time to bring our vertical down again. We just crossed Kirby, so... We'll make another turn to the left here and within the next minute.
Donghai Air 6242, contact Qingdao Control on 128.55.
128.55, 6242. Qingdao Control, Donghai Air 6242 with you, flight level 306, climbing flight level 340.
Donghai Air 6242, Qingdao Control identified. Good afternoon.
Alright, here's our next turn. Athlete, whatever. Okay, 90 miles out from that one. This is going to be like one of these not controlled, barely controlled airports or something. I have no idea. Down a little more, right up on that climb limit, right there. Try to keep it below it. Alright, top of descent, 21 minutes, ILS Zulu, runway 21. Do I have LG 204 in there? Oh, looks like we got a route discontinuity in there. Now we might, we got 203 in there. Alright, 204, that's definitely runway 20. Alright, so 203. Alright, just about to level off, and we're just barely enough to get to Mach 0.78. Okay, let's check that one again. I think that was the only... Was that a Ruxo 1 or something like that I was using? Okay, I don't have a particular star in there. I don't have a star in there as the plan, so don't know that any of these stars are even going to be applicable. It's not showing on here that I should expect a star, so alright, let's do okay, 109.55. Stop. Damn it. Quit moving my mouse, damn it. I hate when it does that. Why do you keep fixating on that? Stop. This damn thing won't let me in anywhere near that zero button. Oh, I give up. Why is it fixating on that fucking thing? Damn it. Alright, transitions. Alright. Well, I know we got 203 in there. Where's 204 at? Oh, there's 204. Okay. So what I have, Vivid, and then what's after Vivid? I have it going straight to 203. Okay. 212 miles. ETA 526 Zulu, that is just a little over half an hour out. 14 minutes to top of the 6. Not even a chart I can pull up for this. Try Yankee just for the hell of it. Went right back to it. It's going right to the damn trim wheel. I should have turned these off earlier. Ooh, I see an airfield over here. A lot of development over here.
China Eastern 2040. Descend and maintain altitude 14,000 feet. Cleared for the Eidbel 901 Alpha arrival into Qingdao, Jiaodong.
Down to 14,000. Cleared for the Eidbel 901 Alpha arrival into Qingdao, Jiaodong, China Eastern 2040.
Alright, China Eastern Airlines flight. Like they're starting their way down into Qingdao. Alright, 11 minutes to Baitabu Air Base is what that airfield is called. ground chart. Not much there. Holy shit. Alright, they do have a tower. Not many spots there, that's for sure. Blast pad. Okay. ARP. Oh, come on, that VOR can't be right in the middle of the damn runway. Maybe next to it. Mountains over here on the east end there. See another runway right down there below us to the left. This is getting ready to be right below us here in a second now I'm turning. Looks to have a pretty good crosswind, yeah, 81 knots. I can tell by the aircraft, aircraft's going generally that direction, but the nose is pretty good distance off to the right of where it's actually flying in. Alright, 8 minutes to top of the set. We're still 80 knot crosswind. There's somebody not far away on the left. I don't know what altitude they're at though. Look on the live map. I don't see anything on the fish finder. There's one on the ground right there. Okay, that's the one then.
Qingdao Control, China Southern 6428, flight level 300.
Where's that airfield at?
Radar.
White means it's on the ground. I don't clearly see any runways over here. Oh, that might be it. That back there, I might have just crossed over it. parking spot 6. Well, not like there's much to the parking there. That's easy to find. We're going over there and then making a hard right. Alright, 135 miles out, yeah, so we are going to need to descend pretty soon.
Donghai Air 6242, contact Qingdao Control on 134.85.
134.85, Donghai 6242. Come on. Stop, I can't even change my damn frequency because of you. It's getting really freaking old. This is bullshit. Qingdao Control, Donghai 6242 with you, flight level 340.
Donghai Air 6242. Qingdao Control. Identified. Ni hao. Donghai Air 6242. When you're ready, descend. Flight level 230.
Send flight level 230, 6242.
Donghai Air 6242. Cross VV at or above. Flight level 230.
Cross VV at or above, flight level 230. Donghai 6242. That shouldn't be a problem. I'm not that far from it. $19 miles? Something like that. Yeah, we might still have fuel in the center tanks by the time we're done. Might be barely, but yeah, it's looking like we might actually have just a tad bit of fuel in the center tank still by the time we get on the ground. 2,600 pounds per hour. We're just below 2,000. And we're already descending, so yeah. I mean, we're gonna burn more when we start spooling up with the flaps out and at lower altitude, but there's a chance we might need just a little bit of the main tank fuel, but I wouldn't be surprised if we land with at least a little bit of something still in the center. No, I'm thinking about it. Maybe the fuel in the center tank might have been because of center of gravity needs or something. Keep the CG from being too far aft. Okay, yeah, we're definitely above 230, crossing Vivid. Alright, direct 203, and that is actually our initial approach fits. Yeah, see, it's right there. Why is there not a chart for it?
Donghai Air 6242, descent, flight level 140.
It's in flight level 140, Donghai 6242. That's it. Okay, 213 I think is what we need for our course. I see the land up ahead. Why do we have so much fuel on this flight? We have over 3 hours worth of fuel by the time we land. That makes no sense why they had so much on there. How much fuel was I supposed to start with? Take off fuel. No, my block fuel is supposed to be 13,000. Why did I take off with over 20,000? Interesting. Hoping to get my forward speed down a little bit, so I'm not covering so much ground with this climb. I don't want to have too much of a climb rate, descent rate, because if I do, the aircraft will pick up more speed than I want it to have. So then I have to use the speed brakes, which I can to just try to avoid it. Try to do energy management. Okay, so 20,000 feet,
Donghai Air 6242. Descent altitude 6,000 feet. QNH 1011.
Send 6,000 and QNH 1011. Donghai 6242. 1011. Okay. Once we get down below 18,000, we will switch over. So we got the same descent rate, but now we're flying slower, a little bit slower, so it gives us time to get down a little more quickly. So I never have the flight director turned on. I tend to forget that. Feet away from setting our altimeter.
Donghai Air 6242. Contact Shanghai. Control on 134.9er.
134.9er for Donghai 6242. Shanghai Control, Donghai 6242 with you. Flight level 180, descending 6,000.
Donghai Air 6242, Shanghai Control, identified. Good afternoon, Lianyungang altimeter 1011.
Copy 1011, 6242. Hopefully this will be a straight in approach here. They might vector me, but we'll see. I keep my, let's see. Yeah, it should be 3,000 feet for every 10 miles, so if I'm just outside 50 miles, just inside 50 miles, I should be about 15,000 feet up. We're not far off. Yeah, the true airspeed is going to be coming down as we progress, so I don't know if I'm gaining, or I haven't been paying attention to that, so I don't know if how far behind that I am. That's a good rule of thumb you can use. 3,000 feet for every 10 miles distance. So once I get to, what you saw was only between 1,000 and 2,000 feet, perhaps too high. By the time we get to 40 miles out, then we should be at 12,000. Because this airfield, I believe, is at a low altitude, like pretty close to. Let's see. We have a field elevation here somewhere. 18. Yeah, so we're pretty low elevation there.
Donghai Air 6242, turn left, heading 230 vectors for the ILS runway 21 approach.
Left turn 230 vectors ILS 21, Donghai 6242. kind of seems like they're giving me a little more time. They're venturing me over to LG 204, it seems. No, they're actually going further over from LG 204. Okay, it's got our vertical speed down to 1600. See if we can get this, our airspeed down without having to use speed brakes.
Donghai Air 6242, descend altitude 4,000 feet, turn right heading 260.
Send 4,000, right turn 260, Donghai 6242. Yeah, we're gonna have to slow it down a little bit, get that thing done. I'm gonna go ahead and so they're putting me right back over to LG 203.
Shanghai Control, China Eastern 5110, flight level 190.
They might have been trying to just get me more time to get down to the altitude I need. Okay, now I can go ahead and get my vertical speed back down to 2,000. Alright, we are below 10,000 now. Let's go ahead and get taxi and landing lights on. Alright, auto brake to 2. Speed brake armed.
Donghai Air 6242, proceed direct FF21, descend altitude 2300 feet until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 21 approach.
Direct Fox 21, descend 2,300 feet until established. Clear ILS 21, Donghai 6242. Okay, 2,300. Zoomed in a bit. Let's get our speed down, because I think we're gonna need it. Direct FF21. So they're giving us a little bit more direct route now. Oh, on the wrong one. Okay. I'll just turn manually to that. Yeah, about right there. I'm around that neighborhood. Okay, I don't know our distance. Runway is less than 20 miles away. Yeah, we're getting close. I might actually need to bring my vertical speed up a little bit. Or decrease it, whatever. Okay, let's go LNAV. That way, once I get to FF21, intercept. Let's see if I can delete LG 203. Okay, now we are LNAVing, or should. Well, I can't get ILS because the stupid thing won't let me change it. 109.55. Let me try it again, but I don't think it's gonna let me. Nope. Freaking mouse cursor won't let me anywhere near that control head. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get it to stop doing that. Find out what control I need to do to so it can't do that to me. Okay, we're on 10-mile final, so I should already have 2 more sets of flaps out by now.
2500.
Donghai Air 6242, contact Lianyungang Tower on 118.375.
118.375, Donghai 6242.
Donghai Air 6242, contact Lianyungang Tower on 118.375, crossing FF21.
Come on. There's the airfield right there. Just head to the left. Tower, Donghai Air 6242 with you, ILS runway 21 over Fox 21.
Donghai Air 6242, Lianyungang Tower, roger. Continue approach runway 21.
Alright, going too fast. Yeah, look like we're a little high too. Okay, we're on 5 mile, almost about 5 mile final. Okay, gear confirmed down. Alright, everything is set. It's like how we like it. Okay, copy light suggests we're a little high. But I'm doing 1,100 foot per minute descent, which is more than enough. I can tell from watching it that I'm going to catch it.
1000.
Approaching runway 21.
500.
Yeah, okay. Is this not even happy lights? I can't tell.
400.
Because it looks like I'm too low.
Ready to taxi.
97905, runway 21 taxi via Tango 2 Golf Echo.
300. 100.
Runway 21 taxi via Tango 2, Golf, Echo 97905.
Oh, there are the crappy lights. Yeah, I'm too low right now, which I figured I would be. I can tell just from looking.
Approaching minimums. 50. 40. 30.
Come on. What are you doing? Why are you floating me?
10.
Come on, what are you doing? Is my trim too high or something, or? Okay. Is there anything about this experience that wasn't weird? There's that other aircraft right there. Alright, is tower and ground on the same channel? Tower, Donghai 6242, request taxi to the gate. Nobody's listening. How's nobody listening and I'm on the damn tower channel? That's weird. Hey, my goggles this oh, they're acting. I say my goggles are acting up. This right there, 118,375. Tower, Donghai 6242, request taxi to the gate. That's weird. Okay. Guess I'll just do it myself. I don't know what happened there. Maybe it's a new bug or something in it. Because this is a brand new updated version, so I'll have to find out what's going on there. I didn't get handed off, and I stayed on the channel that I was supposed to be on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so looks like there's 7 gates there, so I thought there were supposed to be like 10 of them over there. Gulfstream. Kind of looks like one. Maybe a G4. G4, G5 series. Yeah, I'm not parking there with that Cessna there, or Cirrus, or whatever that thing is. Yeah, this gate right here is the one I was thinking is probably mine anyway. Good enough. Okay, I guess we can go to drone view and... Well, let me shut off the engines and then... I don't know, we can probably go watch that guy take off or something. Hey, I actually did still have some fuel on board. Come on, leave me alone. APU first. Oh, actually, yeah. No. The other way. There you go. Okay. Yeah. Alright. And... Okay, did I already take off? Okay, so... Alright, let's see. Let's go to drone view. Alright, drone. Let's see. Alright. That guy's still over there. I hear something, so I'm thinking he's over there. Yeah, let's go right through the windsock. Yeah! Oh, damn it, missed it. Okay, no, I don't. He's not here anymore. Are there no taxiways over here? I guess you have to back taxi on the runway and... Yeah. Okay. So get intel coming... Yeah. So when we leave here next flight, we'll have to come make this turn here and then get turned around. Okay. I could swear I hear someone's engine running up there. Sounds like a propeller plane. Okay, nothing going on here, looks like. That looks like it should be a fun one. Somebody just spawned in or what? What am I hearing? And if you guys got engines running, not you. Nope, not you. Not you. Oh, nobody. Okay. Alright, so let's switch. Resume. Okay. I hit the wrong button on accident. Alright, there we go. Okay, alright, confirmed engines are static. Alright, I'm gonna call this one a day. Alright, we'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good night.